Okay, the books we displayed here, they are Japanese woodblock print books printed between 1832 to 1866, which is by one of the famous Japanese ukiyo-e artists, Utagawa Kunisada too, at that time. We are very fortunate to have these collections in our library. It was donated to us by the late Professor Arthur Lindsay Sadler, who was the chair of the Department of Oriental Studies in 1922 to 1947 at the University of Sydney. And our library have quite a comprehensive collections of these Kunisada II's collections. We only noticed that probably 1 or 2 libraries in Japan host these collections, and also probably Library of Congress has that. So they are quite rare materials. Ukiyo-e art, it was popular. Ukiyo-e means picture of the floating world. It is a genre of art and in the medium of woodblock prints, popular in the Edo period, which is 17th to 19th century. At those period, a lot of woodblock prints were produced by Kunisada, which is 3 Kunisadas. The ones illustrated books we have here are produced by Kunisada too. We can see from some of the books, you can see the signatures here, like for example, Kunisada drawing, and here Kunisada drawing, Kunisada drawing. So he basically has his signatures on these books. In Edo period, popular fiction, romance fictions, it was popular at that time, and people liked to read them in a book format. So Kunisada too was quite famous and prolific for his woodblock print books, illustrated books he produced. Kunisada too originally used his original name in his drawing, but marrying his master's daughter, he took on the name of Kunisada. That's why nowadays we call him Kunisada too. After his master's death, he also took on the name, changed his name to follow his master as well. But as we can see the illustrated books here, that's the period he used Kunisada's name in his drawings. His favorite subject were pleasure house or tea ceremonies. Or we can see from these books, basically they are romance and love stories. You can see the illustrations. So, court ladies and some gentlemen there. Okay. These book pages were impressions taken by hand from carved wooden blocks. The surface of a wooden block generally has 2 sides. Okay, like this, for example, like this, there's 2 sides of wooden block. Once it's print, it's fold together. So that's how they fold. They will fold together to form the front of the page and the back of the page. In the middle of the page, you can see the folding area. Generally has the title of the book or chapter title. And also you can see the volume number and the page number on the fold. And that's how they fold together. Then bound together, use threads, which is we can see clearly from this book, the threads. And that's how they bound together. This kind of binding is called Oriental style binding. The scripts, highly cursive and flowy scripts, it was done the same way as the illustrations. It was carved on the wood block and printed the same way as well. Okay, all these books is very forms part of the rare books in the East Asian collections, and we are very fortunate to have these books, quite comprehensive of these illustrated books. We also have other quite famous illustrated books by other artists, but that's today we're only showing Kunisada II's illustration.